My name is Carolyn McLaney, and I'm from Bluff City.
I'm Karen Hitchcock, and I'm from Elizabethton, and I'm an instructor here at the McKinney Center. It will run through August 18th. Please come and join us. I think you'll enjoy the show.
I met Karen at an arts and crafts show here in Jonesboro, actually. Booths right beside each other.
It was the Art in the Park show that the McKinney used to do.
Rained like crazy.
Yep.
Mostly I paint in acrylics, landscapes, animals, flowers, just about anything that catches my attention.
I'm a glass artist. I do mosaics and pretty much anything and everything.
I have seriously been painting since 2012. Before that, I painted off and on with raising a family and everything. You know, I just did it every now and then. Decided in second grade that was what I was going to do. Always, had intentions to really get into it, but never got a chance until I retired. I don't have a degree in art. I did take a few classes back in my 20s from John Maxwell, but other than that, it's totally self-taught. Watch a lot of videos of other artists. I've been teaching my sisters, so I'm not a good teacher because I paint so fast, but I have got them into it.
I started at least 20 years ago, might be a little bit more. As far as my education, I've been to Corning Glass Center for classes, to Alfred University for classes, and to Owatka School of Glass. Took courses there too. I do not have a formal degree, but if experience is anything, I've got a degree.
Yes.
Several people in my family are artists. I had an uncle who had his own gallery. My children are both talented, and I have a brother and a sister who are also artists.
Sometimes I just go in my studio and just grab a couple of tubes of paint, colors that I like, and just go from there. Yeah. Not much planning, unless it's commission and I have to plan.
I get inspired mostly from nature. Sometimes just strange things come out of the head though. Yeah.
Color combinations.
Yes.
It's a big one.
It is.
I paint almost every day. I do, paintings on canvas, paintings on boxes, sell a lot of tissue boxes painted. Sometimes I just simply have this urge to paint, and I just go and start something, don't really know what it might turn out to be, don't really care, because you can always paint over it. It's just paint and canvas. I don't strive to try to please anyone, because that's like putting yourself in a box. So I just paint what I really like and feel, and hope that someone else likes it.
I'm in the studio most every day. If I go away for, say, a week or something, I'm itching to get back in there. But when I do go away, I take a lot of pictures. And I bring them back, and sometimes I paint on glass. Other times I just form the glass with something called frit, which is crushed up glass. And it goes into the kiln. It's in there at least overnight. Sometimes, depending on what the piece is, it could be 2 to 3 days. Yeah. If you open the kiln too soon, the kiln gods are not good to you. It's all controlled in the kiln by how much you have to program the kilns and how much time you're giving it to heat up, how high you're going. You have to know where your stress levels are to make sure you get past those. And depending on what you actually want to do to the glass will depend on how long you're doing it and how thick the glass is. This piece is called a combing, and that was in the kiln. First I got it into this round stainless steel band, and then it was pieces that were put on edge, and they were straight lines in the kiln, and then when it heated up to a certain temperature, you take what's called a rake and you rake through it to get the design in that you want.
I used to work exclusively in oils until I discovered acrylics. They're so fast drying, and I'm a very fast painter, so it just really suits me better. I started painting a few months ago to get stuff ready for this. Maybe one or two pieces have been in other art shows, but other than that, it's all new. A lot of it's with palette knife. I really like to paint with a palette knife. That's very free, and it makes you spontaneous. You can't do too much detail, so I really enjoy that.
It's a mix. I did, and I made sure that I had enough for the show, so I was working too. Yeah. Some of the sculptures, I'm trying to learn to loosen up more, and the painting on glass is fairly new. I have done layer painting on glass. You paint in between the layers, but the painting just like that is new for me.
Me, I think, is not worrying about what color something is. You think, okay, a tree's green leaves. I don't worry about that. I put whatever color I want to in there.
It was a commission for someone, and it is 5 layers thick. So it's a heavy piece. I did something technically wrong with it. And so when I opened up the kiln and I saw it, I was shocked. And then I went, but I kind of like this. So I left it that way and put it onto another piece of glass. And then I put some acrylic over the top so that nobody would cut themselves if they tried to touch it.
It's like no mistakes.
That's right. And if I make too big of a mistake, I can just remelt it into something else. It's something I love doing. I've always wanted to be an artist. After my kids went to college, my husband bought me a kiln for Christmas. And he said, the kids are gone, now it's your turn. And so now I tell him that this is his fault.
I just want people to look at my art and have an emotional connection to it, whether it makes them happy. I hope it doesn't make them sad, but I just want them to look at it and feel a connection.
I get people that tell me all the time that I have no talent. I don't think I could do it, and I just tell them, try it. And when they, I said, if you feel like you don't have any talent, I'm going to pull it out of you.
Yeah, I think that's correct. I know when I was teaching my sisters, they said, oh, we don't have talent, we don't have any. But 2 of them paint on a regular basis now.
Come on out. We don't want to pack them up and take them home.
Yeah.